Hello everyone. Jimmy Carter is a name that we are all familiar with, not only for his tenure in the White House but also for the outstanding humanitarian work he has done since leaving office. He is regarded as one of the most renowned former presidents of the United States. However, have you ever pondered the amount of money left by someone like Jimmy Carter? In reality, what sort of riches does a former president amass, and how does he decide to spend it? You might be surprised by the response. Stay into the end because we'll be delving into the startling facts of Jimmy Carter's wealth, including how he amassed it and where it's going. His financial legacy differs greatly from that of other former presidents, and you won't believe it. Let's first quickly review Jimmy Carter's history. Jimmy Carter was born in 1924 in Plains, Georgia, and came from a very lowly background. Life on the peanut plantation where his family resided was everything but glitzy. Growing up in a small town and helping out on the farm, Carter was taught the importance of hard labor at an early age. His lifelong work ethic is one of the reasons he has maintained his humility while rising to become one of the most powerful individuals in the world. Carter's political career started in 1971 when he was elected governor of Georgia. A few years later, in 1977, he was elected as the 39th President of the United States. Carter didn't have a fortune when he took government, in contrast to many politicians who have substantial personal money or came from wealthy families. Compared to most former presidents, he actually led a modest life after leaving office in 1981 and returning to Plains, Georgia. What was Jimmy Carter's salary while he was president? An intriguing detail is that he received a salary of $200,000 per year while serving as president. That may seem like a lot, but it's actually pretty small in comparison to the millions that contemporary presidents earn from book agreements, speeches, and commercial endeavors. The problem is that Carter never put money first. Serving the public, not making money, was always his top priority. Carter might have easily profited from his notoriety after leaving office. Many former presidents go on to invest in profitable business endeavors, publish best-selling memoirs, or command enormous salaries for public speaking engagements. Carter, however, went in a different direction. He founded the Carter Center in 1982 and devoted his post-presidential life to humanitarian activity rather than pursuing fortune. The Carter Center works to advance global human rights, combat disease, and advance peace. Carter dedicated a significant amount of his time, effort, and even personal funds to these causes. Jimmy Carter's modest lifestyle is among his most impressive qualities. Carter and his wife, Rosalind, dwell in the same little ranch home they constructed in the 1960s in Plains, Georgia, in contrast to many past presidents who live in opulent homes. For some wealthy people, the house's value of roughly $200,000 is less than the price of a luxury car. Take a moment to consider that a former president of the United States lives in a house that is significantly less valuable than the mansions of many modern politicians and celebrities. However, how did Carter accumulate his fortune over time? Unexpectedly, politics did not account for the majority of his wealth. Rather, it originated from his novels and peanut plantation. With over 30 books to his credit, Carter is a prolific writer who has written about everything from his political career to his views on human rights, spirituality, and even poetry. His novels have garnered positive reviews and have made a substantial contribution to his wealth. Let's now address the crucial query: what was Jimmy Carter's estate worth? Carter's net worth is approximately $10 million, according to latest estimations. To the typical person, that might seem like a lot, but in comparison to other former presidents, it's actually quite small. For instance, it is estimated that Bill Clinton has a net worth of approximately $120 million, whereas Barack Obama has a net worth of approximately $70 million. Carter is therefore far less wealthy than his contemporaries. However, this is when the intriguing part begins. Carter has stated unequivocally that he has no intention of using his wealth for selfish purposes. Rather, a large portion of his fortune will remain allocated to the Carter Center's health, human rights, and peace efforts, which are the things he is most passionate about. The Carter Center has actually accomplished amazing things over the years, from encouraging free and fair elections in nations all over the world to almost completely eliminating guinea worm disease. Carter's legacy is about the good he did with what he had, not how much money he made. Carter's dedication to philanthropy is another noteworthy aspect. He has been actively associated with Habitat for Humanity, a group that assists in the construction of homes for the underprivileged. Carter was observed constructing houses by hand until his 90s. Imagine if Carter was out there doing physical labor to aid others, while many people his age would be enjoying retirement. That says a lot about his priorities and temperament. What does all of this indicate about the financial legacy of Jimmy Carter, then? It demonstrates that real wealth is about influence rather than just money. Carter's story serves as a potent reminder that you can change the world without having millions of dollars. Helping others has always been his main priority, and money cannot purchase that legacy. Carter strikes out as someone who took a different route in a society where many prominent personalities are vying for success, fortune, and power. Instead of using his position to amass a huge wealth, he chose to devote his life to helping others. His beliefs, not his fortune, are what make him so beloved today. Let's take a moment to consider our lessons learned before we conclude. We may learn from Jimmy Carter's narrative that wealth isn't the only indicator of success. It all comes down to the difference you make, the people you influence, and the legacy you leave. What really makes Carter unique is his modest lifestyle, charitable giving, and passion to improving the world. What do you think, then? Do you find the amount of money Jimmy Carter left behind surprising? Please share your opinions in the comments section. Please remember to like and share this tale with others if it inspired you. We can learn a lot from individuals like Jimmy Carter, who serve as a reminder that changing the world is the ultimate goal of achievement. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video. Keep in mind that what matters is how you use what you have to improve the world, not how much you have.